just doing a routine check of all the stuff we keep in the car boot, because we end up driving around places where you can get 4 seasons in one day, and we thought you might be interested to see what we carry. So what we have here are some things in case we want to make a cuppa or heat up a tin of soup or something. This is a portable gas range. You can get this from any store really. Just opens up like that. You turn that around to put your billy on or whatever, saucepan. It takes a small gas cartridge. They're also easy to get hold of. We've had this for ages and it's been fantastic and very handy to have. Means you can have a hot cuppa wherever you are. You don't have to worry about going to a shop. Okay, this goes around the gas range. They're quite heavy. Get them probably at any camping store. And they just seal around the gas range like that. And it's fantastic because it stops the wind from blowing the flame out. So I can highly recommend that. Packs up neatly as well. These are just two foam mats. If you're desperate to sit down and there's nowhere comfortable, it's just a bit of cushioning. So they're handy too. Now this is most important. This is a portable toilet. I can highly recommend. And what we do is we have a big bag. Put it over that. You put an inner ring in here. Go to the toilet. Wrap the bag up, tie it up and take it with you. Let's follow the old saying of take only photos and leave nothing but footprints. So we take all our rubbish with us wherever we go. Okay. This is, we've had this for a long time, it's just a waterproof picnic mat. This can be handy sometimes. And then we move on to the picnic basket. Another essential, toilet roll. Hot water bottle, you never know when one's needed. We've got some mugs here and an extra in case we bring a friend. These go on the mugs, which are sometimes quite handy. The old tea bag, never go anywhere without that. Just some dishcloths. You make lunch or whatever you want to clean up. This is very handy because with the billy, we've got the kettle here at the moment, but with a billy, it's good to have something to hold on to it with so you don't burn yourself. That's why we have that. That's the gas cartridge that we use for the cooker. Plastic gloves, really general purpose, whatever, for those. There's some household wipes if we need them. Got some cutlery. And so we look after the environment. We take the real thing and we just wash them either on site or bring them home, wash them and replace them. More tea bags. It's always very good. It's just one of those silicone covers for the cups. Sugar, if anyone wants sugar. More tea bags and some instant coffee. Pair of scissors, always comes in handy. Can opener, some salt and pepper. Some fancy serviettes. If we bring a guest then we look really sophisticated. These are plastic but they're washable and they're light and they won't break. Some rubber bands, very handy. We've got some freezer bags which we can use for rubbish, or we've got the bigger bags that we use for the portable toilet, and that's also very handy. And some soap, of course, and that's just been about just everywhere, that has. Very handy. We also take a large tank of water for the dogs mainly, but we also drink from it, fill the kettle, and it's great for washing hands when you need to. And then this is our kettle. It's okay to touch that. That sits on the gas stove, no problem, and whistles when it's ready. So that's pretty much the picnic bag. And then we'll move on over to the clothes bag. Okay, here we are with the clothes bag. These are great. You can buy them online or whatever. They're very, very light, and they've got a great broad brim, which is terrific if you've got a lot of hot weather and a lot of sun to deal with. They're really fantastic for that, and they just fold up nice and neat like that, and very light to carry in a backpack or preferably on your head. And this is the clothes bag, and because we encounter many seasons in one day in our area, that's just a parka, but it's really warm top covering. We've got a couple of beanies here, scarf, and this sort of thing just saves you from having to think about it every trip you go out, because you don't have to. It's in the car and it's ready to go. A raincoat, jumper, another scarf, and another raincoat. So we're both covered there. And you know, often you may go out and the weather will be fine and sunny, and by afternoon the clouds gather and it's getting cold and wet. So it's great to have these things on hand. Okay, now onto the most important bag in the car, the doggy bag. Again, we've got all the essentials. We've got some car window covers, because sometimes even while you're travelling it can be very sunny and hot, and you have to check with the restrictions in your particular area regarding car covers, but generally if I feel it's safe to do so and it's allowed in that area, you can put these over, say, the back windows where the dogs sit, and even when you've parked your car you can put them on and just keep it a little bit cooler when you and the dogs come back. Hello, darling. She said she's come to help advise on the doggy bag. Good girl. Okay, doggy towel, and we also carry a few more towels because if the dogs are particularly wet or muddy, these are a real lifesaver. Again, that's just some more window screens if we need them. We've got a couple of tent pegs that we can just put their leads around, as long as they're very secure in the ground and we know they can't run off. Some really tough wire leads, just depending what we're doing, where we're going. A treat bag, so just some biscuits in there. I won't say the word too loudly because someone will hear, but they're there because every time we have a cup of tea there has to be a biscuit, or at least half a biscuit. Just some emergency food packets, just if we're a bit late home, but otherwise we like to cook them. Fresh meals, fresh vegetables, chicken, so forth, which is better than this stuff, but it's like an emergency packet for them. We've also got their coats. They're a really good quality one, and they just sit in those, and they're lovely and warm, and they're waterproof as well, which is really good to have. So we've just got 2 of those. Oh, and another meal packet. So sort of catering for all situations there. Okay, the most important bag, the car bag. And we carry a few things in here which can really get us out of a fix if there's a problem. We have one of these batteries that if the car doesn't start for some reason, and it is an old car so we like to be sure, we have this device which is fantastic. That gets you back on the road and at least to the repair shop or to get a new battery or whatever. So that's really good. We also carry these just in case. We also take a litre of oil with us as well. Keep it in this bag because it tends to go everywhere, but we have if you can see there, a litre of oil. I just keep filling it up. I buy the big bottle of oil, and I just keep a litre in the car. Then I'm not not keeping too much weight in the car all the time, which also affects your petrol consumption. And a funnel. But I did see a fantastic technique the other day, someone showed me, where if you put the dipstick and just hold it directly above and into where you put the oil in the engine, and then pour the bottle against the dipstick, and it will just drip down the dipstick and not go all over the place. Because I have had this problem in the past where you get oil in the engine, you can't wipe it all off, and then the smell is horrendous as it burns on the engine. So that's a really good method to think about. We also have just some toweling, wiping the dipstick and whatever else. We carry ropes. We also got another more flexible rope than this too, because sometimes you might want to pick something up that you see off the side of the street, bring it home, so a rope is handy for all sorts of things. Again, just some rubber gloves, some flexible tie. You just never know when you need these little things, they can help. Just some freezer bags for rubbish, a craft knife, and just some maps, just sort of for areas we go all the time. The other very important thing we take is this tyre pump. Now you can get more modern ones now, and they're much lighter and they're battery operated, but this one is great because it doesn't have a battery. You just hook it onto the car battery with these, and well, as your car's working, you've definitely got a battery, so you don't have to worry about the battery running out on this. And it can be really good to have these on hand because certain roads, bush roads, may require a bit of a softer tyre, whereas then when you get on the public roads, you'll want a harder tyre for better fuel economy. So that has been a godsend, so that's really good to keep in the car. So, yeah, it's fairly basic kit. If we're going camping, we'd probably take some more things with us or go with the caravan. But it may give you some ideas so that You don't have to spend all this energy every time you want to go for a trip somewhere thinking, I've got to take this or I better take that. It's all packed and you can just go and you don't have to think about it. So just a few ideas there for you, and you can add or subtract from that list as you see fit. So we wish you... you must also pack a driver, and that's me. So I'm always packed in the car, otherwise you don't go anywhere. So I wish you all a happy trip driving and a safe trip and an enjoyable trip.